Welcome to Batavia Spotlight, where we get to know more about community organizations and businesses here in Batavia and in our local communities. I'm Ellen Huxtable, your host, and today we welcome Donna Lusk and Susan Lusted from the Valley Sheltered Workshop. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we don't know very much about Valley Sheltered Workshop, so can you tell us about what you are and what you do?
Well, I guess we'd start by saying what our mission is. And our mission is to empower adults with developmental disabilities. And we do that by providing a safe and supportive environment where they can learn life skills, develop friendships, and have the opportunity to work, because it's very difficult sometimes for people with individuals with disabilities to find employment in the general business environment.
Mm-hmm. So who is eligible? Who are your target customers? Who are the people that you serve?
Well, actually, the schools will hold a disabled student until they're 22, and then they graduate. So then the parents are faced with, what are we going to do? Is there going to be a place where someone will hire, my son or daughter? And back in 1966, this happened to Reverend Johnstone, and that is why the workshop came to be. His son, Bobby, was disabled and was in school until he was 18, and then he graduated, and the family was faced with not knowing what to do but wanting him to work. So his vision is still going on strong today.
What kinds of things do your clients at the workshop do?
It's called piecework in the business end, but I have vendors. Currently, I have 11 vendors that provide us with simple jobs that would be like a mailer or an assembly that we will do for them at a much lower rate than they would have to pay an hourly person. So of all the employees I have, everybody has a different skill level, and it's great to have a strong business base so that I have enough work that everyone can be working daily.
What is the cost to your clients? What is the cost to them?
Well, we have an attendance fee that we charge, and if you are there for a day, you get charged that attendance fee.
Okay.
And this is to offset the cost of our doing business.
Absolutely.
The employees are paid 100% of the piece rate. We also add a 20% admin fee so that there is a profit to the workshop. We are not state funded, nor are we federal funded, so all of our income is based on vendors, fundraisers, endowments that people have left us, donations from individuals, businesses, and organizations, and any creative way to get that money.
Yeah, and United Way
Yes.
is a big one. They have annually supported us.
Yes, we
United Way is just
applied for several grants, and Batavia United Way has been a supporter of us for a very long time.
So between the grant funding and what you're able to generate, without any federal or state funding, you're able to keep the workshop going then?
Yes.
Right, and we are a nonprofit, so it has to be a 0-0.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about a success story? Tell us about somebody who has been a client, a customer that has been that this has been a tremendous thing for them.
Well, the one that everyone's going to relate to, if they're watching, and I say his name, Joe Thompson from Batavia, known around town as Cowboy Joe. He will turn 68 this year. He started when he was 18.
Oh my goodness!
So he has been there.
He is
through
one of
thick
the
and thin
original employees.
with Bobby Johnstone, yeah. So knowing that if he did not have work that day, or for some reason couldn't come in, or he's not happy. They just want
He
to
lives
work
to
every
work.
day.
He is so dedicated.
Yeah. So he used to walk from his house over on Prairie to the workshop on a daily basis up until about 4 years ago. So I think a lot of people in town, they would see him walking with his lunchbox, and, there he was, going off to work. So
Absolutely, that's wonderful.
yeah.
Now, if somebody wanted to support you, either through financial or maybe working in partnership with you or volunteering, how do they do that?
Gosh, just by you know.
Well, usually people would contact the workshop and indicate, you know, what they perceive they would like to do in conjunction with us. And then if it's work-based, then it goes to Sue. Donations are often mailed. We now have access on our website we have a PayPal account that they can access for that. Some people will come to us with ideas for fundraisers that they want to hold. We're always looking for new ideas to expand our income base. But basically, it starts out with a phone call, and then we just kind of go from there, see what you're interested in, what you want to do. If you have an idea that needs to be filtered to the board, then we go that direction. But no one is turned away for their ideas, for sure.
And, you know, it does happen where, you know, I will quote a company a rate on that job. And they will say, well, you know, that's too low. And they will actually pay over the rate. So the employee will make that 100% of the original rate, but then the company is feeding us, you know,
A donation.
A donation.
So you're looking for then companies who have
Yes,
work
yes.
that you can use your staff to fulfill then.
Yes.
How many people are employed by you at any given time? How many people do you have there?
We have 24 current employees.
Okay.
The workshop is set up to accommodate 16 at a time, which is a 1-to-8 staff ratio, which is mandated by the state.
Okay. So for example, if somebody wanted to support you, what are some of the things that you're sort of looking for? Are there certain volunteer things you're looking for, or certain things that you have now that are not fulfilled on your wish list? Too long for 7 minutes, I know.
Yeah, that list is just never ending. Right now for us, it would be wonderful to have another company that would come in with a weekly turnaround job. You know, out of those 11 companies, 6 are regular. So the other ones are considered seasonal.
Okay.
You know, just to throw it out there, we do King County Cougars. Well, their season being baseball, they don't give us that job until the spring, and then by June, we're done.
So then
Okay.
we just recently got another one that was had an event at Christmas at the holidays, and they needed a specific item done. So then we have that in November for the December event. So I mean,
Right.
it's hit and miss for
It's
some
hard to
of
keep
them.
it all going.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep it all going. So how can people learn more? What is your contact information so people can learn more about you?
Call
Call.
630-879-2359.
See, that's slower.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 879-2359. We are open Monday through Friday, so
Okay.
it's great to have 5 days of work and 8:30 till 2. Recently had a website designed.
Excellent.
Last year.
And your web address is?
www.valleyshelteredworkshop.org.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us and telling
thank
us
you,
about
Ellen.
it. We appreciate it very much.
It's been fun. Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
are so grateful to be invited.